Afternoon viewers, me and my son's just talking a bit of crap. We've gone from a nice video to now the boring side of it. He's going to ask us a few technical questions like, what kind of wood's this? Have you put a leisure battery in? Stupid questions you get asked.
In all seriousness, I do think that you've done a good job.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
It is actually good. It's comfy as well. There's
Well,
enough room.
you'll not be able to put your arm up like that eventually.
Aye, because you're going to have your sound system on you.
Yeah, so obviously you did the major things and the major work. Obviously I've fitted new door lock, fitted an immobiliser, put a tracker on.
But the main questions that I want to ask you, or I want to know, and I'm sure people will want to know themselves, is, are you happy with it?
I'm over the moon with it.
Good.
Because it's exactly how I wanted it.
Because if you remember, back in video number, I think it was 1 actually, I didn't have a bloody Scooby-Doo what it was going to look like. You were just telling us that the bed's going to be up there, this is going to be here, and I was just like, alright, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's good. I'm very happy with the end result.
Good. So, what advice would you give somebody that's maybe watching this video that is wanting to maybe do a at-home camper conversion, or they're looking into it? Because there's loads of stuff that you've probably encountered or seen or not, or thought, oh, you know what, I maybe shouldn't have done that or should have done that. Like, is there any advice that you would pass on to somebody looking into doing one?
Don't get too big of a van, and don't get too much. Don't get a tiny van. A tiny van's just alright if you go and buy yourself.
Like a day van.
Like a day van.
Yeah.
But really, I think this is the smallest camper you ever want to go to, really.
Because this is just a short wheelbase,
yeah,
low roof, so it's not got loads of space in it, has it really?
No, but it's good enough. It's enough. It's comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
It's not too squashed up.
I agree.
And I'd rather have the full bed than the rock and roll bed. In the past I've tried the rock and roll beds and I can't sleep on them. That I'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. You had a Transit Custom, didn't you, with the roof tent on? And sleeping in the roof tent was good. I enjoyed it on a night when you're sleeping and you've got the window and you can see outside and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I
nice.
much prefer this system than
sleeping in
rock
the van.
and roll beds. I'd rather have me storage than a rock and roll bed behind us. That's my personal preference. I'd rather have me stuff that I need, that I can spend a lot of time away from home, than having it here and every time you park up somewhere, having to throw it all out the side of the van. This is like your little living area. So
it stays that way.
It stays that way. Yeah. All your storage is stuck behind there.
Do you know what I've never understood about the rock and roll beds, right? Why would you want to sit in the back? Why would you want to sit in the back door side? For me, I just don't understand. I know, like, if you pull up somewhere, you park that way, it's nice, do you know what I mean? But I just think practicality-wise, if you've got the rock and roll bed, yes, it folds into a seat at this side and then a seat at that side. But when you're going to use that seat at the back,
never.
Because if you shut them doors, you're knackered.
Because if you've got one, you'll know that the amount of times that you pull up, you can't get that close to your view. So you probably end up getting your deck chairs out or your little seats and taking them to wherever you want to sit and watch whatever scenery you want to watch.
I'd rather park facing whatever, open these and lie up the top.
Well, yeah, you can do that. Right.
I think that would be cushy.
It's just
personal preference.
It's personal preference for everyone. But I like sitting on my side step. I don't really need a chair. I like just sitting on that side step. It's the perfect height.
It is actually.
For me, it is. Again, personal preference. Some people like big tables. Some people like small tables. Some people want bigger seats. I think if you're going to build a camper, you have to. If you're not capable of building yourself, go down to someone who builds campers, and you know, if you go in and you talk to them nicely, and they will take bespoke jobs on, you might have to pay a little bit more because they're not just rolling it out as a normal camper. But get what you want. Don't just buy somebody else's camper van and they say, oh yeah, you need this. Get what you want.
Well, I think the beauty is if you're going to do it at home, which is what most people that are watching this are probably going to be looking into doing, is that you can just build it to what you want it for, can't you? And it's more than down to your personal preference. Whereas if you just go and buy a camper, it's just like your generic camper, innit? So here's one for you. How much would you say, right, from the first day that you thought, I'm going to build a camper conversion in this van, right? So from that day to now it being finished, has anything changed from day one that like is different now, or you haven't included, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when you originally thought of it and you had it all planned out in that first video I made, like what is different
what have I not
now?
done?
Yeah, what have you changed or what have you not done?
I've changed the microwave. Obviously is in a different location,
Right, yeah.
only because I went for a proper integrated microwave, which is a lot stronger powered and is better when you're on a site, to have a better, rather than a 12 volt not so powerful microwave.
Right, just so it heats your pot noodle up like super
Rapid
fast.
hot. Yeah, I was originally going to bring these cupboards right round, like I was going to have a cupboard here and move this slightly further forward, but I realised once I got this built, obviously because I was just with a bit of tape measure and all, this is going to go in there, that's going to go in here, I was a little bit less space than
you originally thought.
I've given myself a little bit more room in here rather than in here.
And just lost the cupboard. Which I don't think you really needed. You've got enough bloody cupboards as it is, haven't you?
Yeah. And I didn't realise how much storage space I was going to have in the back there. It's absolutely great. I love it. But this will be flush here eventually with a
speaker system.
The speaker system's going in the back here, which when I get back to work I'll sort out. I mean, we're not exactly small. Do you know what I mean? We're sitting here quite comfortable, easy. Right. Do you know what I mean? So you've got plenty of space.
I'm classing the van as finished, right?
It's not quite finished.
But I'm classing it as finished because it's like at that point where it'll never be finished, because there'll always be something else, a little that you want to change or you want to add or you want to put in.
You know me too well.
Well, it's the same with everybody, I think. You see it's done and then there's something else you want to change or you want to add something. And
is there anything else I'd change? Nah. And I'm glad I did it in the light grey as well. I think it would have been too dark in the dark grey.
No,
like the charcoal.
It goes with everything.
And I just did the seats of the grey checks just to break it up, really. Just something different.
It's a good choice. I think it flows well, and it's not going to be to everybody's taste. I'm sure there'll be people that don't like it. But
I hope so. I hope somebody doesn't like it.
You've done a good job then, haven't you? So, where are you going first? Nowhere, because it's lockdown, the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Stay at home, people.
Stay safe. Be alert.
Stay in your garden, in your camper van, on the drive. That's as far as you're allowed to go. What's the worst part, in your opinion, of the van? What have you thought that you've done or you've changed, or that you think, oh, I don't like that there. I don't like that. What is there anything?
The worst thing about the van is no. Shut up, no. It's the best thing about it. All the time it took researching everything before I started building it. You've got to do your research. That's the worst part of building a camper, because you build it and then you think, well, I didn't want that there. And so I did a lot of prep work. I got basically 2 chairs and I put them here. I measured how far that was from there. I sort of sat in my van and remember?
You like visualised it.
I just take your time. Don't rush. If you're going to build one, take your time. Don't rush into it. Don't rush into buying loads of stuff. Buy it as you need it. Put it in as you need it. Do it in a sort of process, really. So plan it out. Plan it out properly. Yeah. And have some sort of like step by step basis you're going to follow, rather than just winging it. Aye. If you wing it, you'll just end up with a shite job. Mess. Yeah. And like that's why I went to Chris at North East Campers and got me cupboards cut properly. Do you know what I mean? I wanted all these nice finish. So obviously
Yeah.
I went to Chris, and Chris laid it out on his computer and cut all these, and then we
Specifically for you.
Yeah, and it was a little bit more money than just buying a bog standard set of cupboards, but
Or doing it yourself and maybe making a hash of it and having
you-
to buy
you,
a few.
You can't get this finished if you try and do them yourself. You end up putting metal trims on and stuff, and you just don't get a proper finish. I love building stuff. I love messing around with shit.
You know you do, but other people might not be as enthusiastic as you. They might just want to go and buy something and they're away.
But again, if you go out and buy something and you go to the salesman and they want like 35, 40 grand. If you don't like the cupboard where it is,
You cannot change it.
you cannot do now. So go to someone who's smaller, not these big ones. Go to someone who's smaller.
Buy a van
that you want,
and
that
get
you
them
like
to do
driving, your spec.
Yeah,
and
if you've got the money.
and get them to convert it. You'll do it a lot cheaper than buying one.
Buying a one, aye. And you'll get it completely
How you want it.
custom.
Yeah.
What's your favourite part of the van? It doesn't have to be inside, it can be outside. Like, what's your favourite bit, or like your favourite part that you've changed, or like could be your bonnet deflector, your wheels, your tent there, your pop-up roof. When you got it, what did you think? Oh, it's great that. Like, I know you do that for everything, but what was the most like?
I like the wheels.
The wheels.
I like my wheels.
I like the wheels.
I do like my wheels.
Okay.
I like my wheels. Really set it off. I do like my wheels.
They do. They make it
Good
look
choice.
different from
Yeah.
the rest of the like sports.
I love my van.
When I love your van.
In fact, I'm not tired now. I think I might just go out there and get to sleep.
Go on and get the kid.
One thing I'd like to mention is the revolving seat in the front. In my eyes, is a must. It costs £230 for the base plate, and for the revolving seat is a must in these, because it just creates so much more space. It's great.
I think it makes it easier to get up
Yeah, it does
as well,
yeah.
because you can just
Yeah.
stand on it or whatever
Yeah,
and
yeah.
up you go.
I agree. And if you're happy with the end result, subscribe. Put
Like,
your comments down here.
you do my job.
I'm doing his job now, because I'm going to finance him out to somebody else.
Are you taking over?
I'm taking over.
Right, I think we'll call it a day then. Thanks for answering the questions, cause we dad. Hopefully we've provided masses of insight to the people watching. We know you've enjoyed making it.
Yeah,
We're going to enjoy driving it and using it.
yeah. I'll send some pictures on my holders.
Thank you very much for watching. Hope you like the van. Hope you like all the videos that we've done. I'll leave a link in the description down below to the playlist where you can watch continuously one by one of the whole conversion that we've done on this van, or cause we dad's done, I should say. Massive credit to him. I don't know how he's pulled it off or how he even thought of all this stuff, but it works and it's really good actually. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace. Right, you crack the hole.